look at the snow and the flowers, but not as beautiful as this. Hello, Year 6. Welcome to today's English lesson. And yesterday you were collecting information about William Shakespeare. I've no idea how you did with this because I'm filming this video first thing on Monday, so you've not done it yet. However, hopefully you did great. Now today, we've got two tasks, so there's two different portfolio spaces. The first one, you are going to be choosing a poem. So on the sheet, on the normal place, you've got 4 poems to choose from. So you're going to choose one of them. They're all written by Shakespeare and all appear in some Shakespeare plays. So you're going to choose which one you like the look of. Then what you need to do is use Word Hippo to find the meaning of between 5 and 10 of those words, because Shakespeare used quite different, spoke English, but used much more, almost like an ancient version of English with a lot more words and vocabulary that we don't use anymore. So you're going to try and collect some information of that. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. And then secondly, you are going to perform a poem. You're going to choose that poem and you're going to have a go at performing it, okay? So again, I'm going to show you how to do that now. So firstly, let's go into my screen so that you can see how to do task 1. Okay, so first thing, hopefully you've got to the sheet. And as it says, we're looking at using intonation, expression and a poetry performance. If you've not watched the video, then watch it now. Well, you are watching it now. And then 2 tasks. So task 1, you're going to choose one of the poems and then pick 5 or 10 words that you're unfamiliar with, and then use an online thesaurus like Word Hippo or something like that. So if I go into Word Hippo, oh, here's it, I've got it up already. Okay, so just go back to this one for a minute. Where was I looking? This one. So here are the poems below. So we've got this poem, which is from a sonnet, a beautiful love poem. Then we've got this monologue. Further down, we've got a kind of a song from Macbeth. It's a poem really. And then a monologue from Hamlet. So you can choose which one you're going to choose. So let's say that I choose the first one, okay? This sonnet. So I'm going to look for words that I'm unfamiliar with, words that I'm not quite sure what the meaning is. So shall I compare thee? Now I might be a little bit unsure about what the word thee means. So if I go into Word Hippo and search for thee, find it, tells me that the word thee is a pronoun and it's a dialect form of you. So it means the same as you, okay? So what I would do, and this is what I want to see in your book today, so you would put something like the word thee, then you could write the definition. So you could say it is a dialectal. Now I don't really know what that means. Dialectal, what does that mean? Oh, it's like relating to or a certain form of. So it's another word for you, isn't it? Dialectal form of you. And then what I could do is synonyms. Well, you, and then what else did it come up with? You guys, you lot, all of those kind of things, okay? So that's the first one. And then I would go back to the poem and I would find another word that I'm unfamiliar with. Temperate. Well, actually, let's just check that makes sense. Shall I compare you to a summer's day? So that does make sense, doesn't it? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Let's see what it says for the word temperate. Temperate. Mild or moderate. Okay. So I'm going to go for, so then I put the word, what was the word? Temperate. So again, temperate, and then I would say mild in character. Your synonyms, words like, using Word Hippo, things like balanced, level-headed, mild. I don't like dispassionate. I'm not sure that in this poem that's what they mean. So I'm going to say balanced or level-headed. Level-headed. And then I would repeat this for between 5 and 10 words, okay? That is task 1. I'm now going to talk to you about task 2. So for task 2, what I want you to do is have a go at performing that poem. Okay, now I know this is a little bit scary, and I know that doing it in front of the class might be quite intimidating, but you don't need to worry about that, okay? It is only you in your room with your phone or tablet on selfie mode, videoing, and then it's just coming to me, okay? I won't share it, I promise I won't share these with anybody else unless you give me permission to. So go have a really good go at it. Now I'm going to give you 2 demonstrations of how you might do this. I'm going to perform that Sonnet 18, or a little bit of it, and then I want you to determine which one's the best one, okay? Here is version 1.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines.
Version 2. Sonnet 18 by William Shakespeare. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath to all shorter date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often in his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometimes declines by chance, or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of fair thou oust. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lies to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. So year 6, hopefully you can tell that one of those is more the kind of thing that I'm looking for than the other. So your success criteria, which is going to appear here now, says that we need to do these things. So we need to be making sure that we make eye contact with the camera, okay? Yes, you might have to read a little bit, but I want you to try and make eye contact with the camera. Secondly, speak slowly and clearly. Use expression, make your voice go up and down so it's not always like this, talking like this. And finally, use appropriate facial expressions and body movements just to make it a bit more interesting. Okay, year 6, give it a good go. I know this is a little bit scary, especially task 2, but I want to see you having a really good crack at this, okay? Goodbye.